Welcome to Taylor Swift's Journey to Fearless.
You belong with me. You belong with me.
This is a story of a little girl who dared to dream big. From her earliest performances and we do mean early, to her first big break.
That was my first huge crowd experience. Then I was addicted.
And the challenges along the way.
And I went through periods of time where I didn't have friends.
That was tough as a mom to hear the shunning.
She didn't know it then, but even as a kid, Taylor Swift was fearless.
Hi, I'm Taylor. I'm 11. I want a record deal. If you give me a call, that would be awesome.
We'll show you everything that went into making Fearless happen and share with you the inspiration behind some of your favorite songs.
It was a song about a breakup that I had to really address.
Come on the road with Taylor for her first headlining tour. Spend the next 3 nights backstage, on stage, and around the world for Taylor Swift's Journey to Fearless.
On the phone with your girlfriend, she's upset. She's going off about something that you said. She doesn't get your humor like I do. I'm in my room, it's a typical Tuesday night. I'm listening to the kind of music she doesn't like. She'll never know your story like I do. But she wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts. She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers, dreaming about the day when you wake up and find that what you're looking for has been here the whole time. If you could see that I'm the one who understands you, been here all along, so why can't you see? You belong with me. You belong with me. The streets with you in your worn-out jeans. Can't help thinking this is how it ought to be. Laughing on a park bench, thinking to myself, hey, isn't this easy? You've got a smile that can light up this whole town. I haven't seen it in a while since she brought you down. You say you're fine, I know you better than that. Hey, what you doing with a girl like that? She wears high heels, I wear sneakers. She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers, dreaming about the day when you wake up and find that what you're looking for has been here the whole time. If you could see that I'm the one who understands you, been here all along, so why can't you see? You belong with me.
my first memory of loving music happened so early. We would always go to the beach in the summer, and I would run from blanket to blanket, from family to family, and just sing. Yay, Taylor! Whoa! I got my first guitar when I was 8 or 9 years old. I couldn't motivate myself to learn because my fingers were too small. I always had the guitar around and had it in the corner. And when I was about 12, this magical twist of fate, the guy who my parents had hired to come fix my computer, I'm doing my homework, and he looks over and sees the guitar in the corner, and he was like, "Do you play guitar?" And I said, "Oh, no, I tried, but no." He said, "Do you want me to teach you a few chords?" And I was like, "Yeah, yes." That was that. I was just relentless about wanting to play all the time. I was songwriting for all of my free time after that. I think the first full song that I ever wrote was called Lucky You, and it was about this girl who dares to be different.
At that time, that was sort of, describing herself.
I got teased a lot, and I got made fun of a lot, and I, went through periods of time where I didn't have friends.
Because all the other little girls were going to sleepovers and playing soccer, and Taylor wanted to sing on a stage, and that was a little bit different.
And I stood there in the middle of the giant basketball arena, and with my little sparkly American flag shirt and my white pants and my red headband. I was very patriotic looking. I don't think I had ever been that nervous in my life.
Once again, Taylor Swift.
They would do a write-up in the local paper, causing a not-so-fun day for me the next day at school.
My worst time of the day was when I went to go pick up Taylor at school, and I would know that things maybe hadn't been so great that day at school, and so I knew I was going to hear whatever happened. And so that was tough as a mom to hear the ostracizing that went through, literally the shunning that would take place at school, where she would sit down at a table with her lunch tray and everyone would move. As a parent, there's nothing more painful than hearing that your child is in pain. You'll take any bullet for them, but you realize that this is also something that they have to go through.
So that's when I got it in my mind that there was this magical place called Nashville where dreams come true, and Faith Hill got discovered, and I thought to myself, Nashville? Well, I've got to go there. I begged my parents for, I think, a solid year. Please, can we take a trip to Nashville? Just nonstop. I want to go to Nashville, just relentlessly.
It was all she talked about. So on spring break, we went to Nashville to go check it out.
Everyone you meet in Nashville has the same dream, and a lot of them wanted to be exactly what I wanted to be, which was an artist and want to be on the stage in front of a lot of people.
Taylor would, say, "That's Mercury Records, pull over. I need to run my demo CD."
I'd get out and I'd run up to the door. "Hi, I'm Taylor. I'm 11. I want a record deal. If you could give me a call, that would be awesome." And I knew that I had to figure out some way to be different, some way to get better and have more to offer. Music was something that was so necessary for me to be happy. I would play for hours and hours until my fingers were bleeding.
She never put it down. She wouldn't put it down. We'd have to literally say to her, "All right, put the guitar down, come to dinner, then you can go right back and play." But it became a matter of forcing her to put it down at that point.
I just fell in love with it.
We decided to move to Nashville when Taylor had actually been offered a development deal. At that point, we knew we weren't just proud parents, and that maybe we should put her in the area where she could make the most of it.
When I was 13, I landed a meeting with a record label in town, RCA. They gave me a development deal, which is basically like, "We believe in you, kind of. We're gonna watch you." It's not like you're making an album now.
Taylor and I would go in there sometimes once a week with new songs that she had written. They would look at us and say, well, it's getting a little closer. They weren't saying, yes, that's a great song, let's put it on a record.
At the end of the year, they had a chance to either sign me or watch me for another year without commitment.
They looked at us and said, you know what, we're not ready to offer a record deal.
I did something that you don't usually do in Nashville when you have an in with a record label. I walked away because I had a feeling that I was not going to be able to record my own music that I'd written.
Looked at her sort of panic-stricken, like, this is a major record label. You don't get that every day. Are you sure you want to walk away from this? And she said, absolutely.
I had this showcase at the Bluebird Cafe, ironically the place where Faith Hill got discovered. And I played my guitar and sang a bunch of songs that I'd written. There was one guy in the audience named Scott Borchetta. So he came up to me after the show and he said, I want you on my record label, and I want you to write all your own music. And I was so excited. And I get a call from him later that week and he goes, hey, so the good news is I want you on my record label. The bad news is that I don't actually have a record label yet. Well, he explained to me that he doesn't have a building, he doesn't have a name for it. He just has this dream that he wants to do it. And so he says, will you just please wait for me? And for some reason, I was willing to wait for that.
Because she believed in the person who was going to be running that record label, and he really believed in her.
I knew that if I could be a part of building something from the ground up, of being the first artist on a brand new record label, that would be okay with me as long as I could do something really adventurous and bold and new. So I signed my record deal with Scott Borchetta, and I was making an album full of songs that I had written by myself. This little red thing, this red guy is the best windscreen you got, so they won't hear that. It's awesome. There was no inclination that this was gonna work out, but we really believed in it. Putting out my first single was just such a cool experience because I just didn't know what was gonna happen. I remember putting the physical CD singles into envelopes to mail out to radio with my mom. I got to go on radio tour. And you hear tour, you think tour bus? No, rental car, Taurus, me in the back seat.
Hi, baby.
How's it going?
How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I brought you cookies.
Sure did. Look at that.
Going from radio station to radio station to radio station, and every time I would go into a new radio station, I would play in the conference room for a couple of DJs, and I would like beg them to put me on the air, and it worked. My album sold 39,000 in the first week, and then over time, it started to sell like this. Then something really crazy started to happen. I was opening up for every single country headliner imaginable. I was opening up for Brad Paisley, George Strait, Kenny Chesney, Tim McGraw, like all these people I'd always wanted to open up shows for. I was a nervous wreck. I'd rehearsed nonstop over and over again, but I loved it. Those were some of my favorite times.
For this song, I would love it if you would have your cell phones and glow sticks or anything sparkly that you might have. Hold them up for me. And I would love it if you would sing along with this song, because this is the first song that you ever heard from me. Said the way my blue eyes shined, but those Georgia stars to shine that night. I said that's a lie. Just a boy in a Chevy truck, that had a tendency of getting stuck backwards at night, and I was right there beside him all summer long. And then the time we woke up to find that summer gone. But when you think Tim McGraw, I hope you think my favorite song, the one we danced to all night long. Moon like a spotlight on the bed. When you think happiness, I hope you think that little black dress. Think of my head on your chest and my old faded blue jeans. When you think Tim McGraw, I hope you think of me. September saw my cold tears and thanking God that you weren't here to see me like that. But in a box beneath my bed is a letter that you never read 3 summers back. It's hard not to find it all a little bittersweet. And looking back on all of that, it's nice to believe. When you think Tim McGraw, I hope you think my favorite song, the one we danced to all night long. The moon like a spotlight on the bed. When you think happiness, I hope you think that little black dress. Think of my head on your chest and my old faded blue jeans. When you think Tim McGraw, I hope you think of me.
It was such a cool energy walking through that crowd. People are crying, and I love excitable people, so it was one of my favorite things. I hug a lot of people over the course of that song. I show a lot of extra love to the little kids that I know are there for their first concert. It was really important for me to go out there and actually say hi to people and thank them for coming and be right there next to them, because I'm always gonna wanna go the extra mile for them, because I can't believe the extra 1,000 miles they've gone for me. That's one of my favorite things every single night.
And I'm back for the first time since then. I'm standing on your street. There's a letter left on your doorstep, and the first thing that you read is when you think Tim McGraw. I hope you think my favorite song, turn Houston radio on. I hope it takes you back to that place when you think happiness. I hope you think that little black dress. Think of my head on your chest and my old faded blue jeans. When you think Tim McGraw, I hope you think of me. Oh, think of me. Georgia stars to shine that night. I said that's a lie.
I just loved school. And I'm so glad that I got to go to high school. All the kids were so nice. I wasn't weird for the first time. Woo! They didn't really think much of it, that I wanted to be a singer. On the first day of 9th grade, walking into high school, first class that I went to, I sat next to this girl. She had red hair, and we became friends immediately, just because I think we were the most cynical people in English class.
We just kind of understood each other, and we were bitter about the same things. We were happy about the same things. We had the same goals, and we really hit it off.
She became the person that I would play all my songs for after I'd written them.
I truly, truly appreciate those moments. And when she wants to play something new for me, that's my favorite time to witness her doing what she loves, is when she's just raw.
I would go over to her house, and we'd sit in her room, and I'd play it for her. She was like a huge cheerleader. I'll compliment her to no end, and she acts just so shocked. She'll just look at me and be like, "Really? Thank you. Thank you so much." She's just so grateful. I wanted to write a song about what both of us went through. Abigail and I were 15. We were freshmen in high school. And, you know, you're just navigating this huge world.
Being 15 and 16, those are some of the hardest years as a girl. I mean, that's when you're developing and trying to figure out who you are. And
you're the tiniest little minnow in this huge ocean that is high school. And you learn lessons, you learn a lot of them the hard way.
You take a deep breath and you walk through the doors. It's the morning of your very first day. You say hi to your friends who ain't seen in a while. Try and stay out of everybody's way. It's a freshman year and you're gonna be here for the next 4 years in this town. Hoping one of those senior boys will wink at you and say, "You know I haven't seen you around before." 'Cause when you're 15 and somebody tells you they love you, you gotta believe them. And when you're 15, feeling like there's nothing to figure out, well, count to 10 and take it in. This is life before you know who you're gonna be. At 15. You sit in class next to a redhead named Abigail. Soon enough, your best friends. Laughing at the other girls who think they're so cool. We'll be out of here as soon as we can.
I remember when I played Abigail the song for the first time, it was just a guitar vocal. She was just blown away.
I couldn't believe it, and it was very touching, and it still is to this day.
Lying, your mama's waiting up, and you're thinking he's the one, and you're dancing around your room when the night ends, when the night ends. 'Cause when you're
The It's a very personal story of hers that gets told in that song. It's really raw and real.
Everybody asks me, does that make you uncomfortable? And not in the least, because looking around in the audience and seeing people relating to the song, that's all I ask for.
Makes your head spin around. Well, in your life, you'll do things greater than dating the boy on the football team. I didn't know it at 15. All you wanted was to be wanted. Wish you could go back and tell yourself what you know now. Back then I swore I was gonna marry him someday, but I realized some bigger dreams of mine. And Abigail gave everything she had to a boy who changed his mind. And we both cried.
I'm honored that she would want to talk about me and something that I've experienced, and what better than to put it in a song and share with millions of people.
It was one of my favorite things about that song is that she's so proud that maybe her story can help other girls to make the right decisions.
Look before you fall.
You know, like the song says, just look before you fall.
Can heal most anything, and you just might find who you're supposed to be. I didn't know who I was supposed to be. At 15. La 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 the very first day. You take a deep breath, girl. Take a deep breath as you walk through the doors.
A lot of the songs on my first record have little hints of high school inspiration. You have the song You Belong With Me, which is about, you know, feeling inferior to the coolest girl in school because she's a cheerleader and she's awesome, and you're just like, hey, you know? I mean, for me, like, I think that I learned so much from just sitting there and feeling everything in high school. And Teardrops on My Guitar, which is a complete confessional that you're in love with someone.
Once upon a time, there was this guy.
And I was like talking about this guy in school, and let's just write the name into the song.
And this guy used to sit next to me in class.
I started naming people in my songs when I started to, you know, have bigger crushes on people.
I was like, you need to walk up to him right now and let him know how you feel, who you are.
Okay, confession. I had the biggest crush on this guy. And, well, he didn't even know I existed. But every day, just like clockwork, this guy would come into class. And every day, just like clockwork, this guy would sit down next to me. And sometimes, he would even talk to me about his girlfriend. So I never told this guy that I liked him.
But I did write a song about him. So I think he knows now. With Drew, everybody knew who that one was about.
He won't see that I want and I need everything that we should be. I bet she's beautiful, that girl he talks about, and she's got everything that I have to live without.
I couldn't believe it. This was the first time I'd ever seen her go this personal with a song.
Laugh 'cause it's just so funny that I can't even see anyone when he's with me. He says he's so in love, he's finally got it right. I wonder if he knows he's all I think about at night. He's the reason for the teardrops in my guitar, the only thing that keeps me wishing on a wishing star. He's a song in the God I keep singing, don't know why I do. Drew walks by me, can he tell it I can't breathe? And there he goes, so perfectly, the kind of flawless I wish I could be. She better hold him tight, give him all her love. Look in those beautiful eyes and know she's lucky 'cause he's the reason for the teardrops in my guitar, the only thing that keeps me wishing on a wishing star. He's a song in the car I keep singing, don't know why I do.
With Drew, he actually showed up in my driveway like a year and a half later. I don't know. Sometimes it gets awkward.
Yeah, that was really awkward. I think she was shocked.
We were like, wow, who thought that was gonna happen?
So I drive him alone as I turn out the light. I put his picture down and maybe get some sleep tonight. He's the reason for the teardrops in my guitar, the only one who's got enough for me to break my heart. He's a song in the car I keep singing, don't know why I do. He's the time taking up, but there's never enough, and he's all that I need to fall into. Drew looks at me, I fake a smile so he won't see.
We had CMA rehearsals earlier today, and now I'm getting on a plane to go to New York for one night and then to all of tomorrow.
When you are releasing a new album, you just go nuts with your schedule. You just go crazy.
Craziest week of my life.
When it was time for the Fearless album to be released, we both looked at each other and realized that she just was living her dream.
Oh my God.
You made our day.
Yeah, so today was crazy. Like, we literally woke up at 4:45 and then got up, hair and makeup for Good Morning America, and went to Good Morning America, sound check, did all the performances for that, did the interview for that. And then left and went to MTV. I did like all these news interviews and stuff. Hey Trisha, I love you, and I just want to say happy birthday. And then went to WPLJ.
Taylor Swift.
Thank you so much for coming, you guys. This is awesome. My new album, Fearless, is out today, and I'm so excited.
And after that, we went to David Letterman, and that's the first time I've ever played there, so it was really cool. I was so excited about Letterman. It was such a fun show, and it was fun playing Fearless acoustic. Now I am on a plane, and I'm about to go home, and I'm gonna go buy my CD. At midnight of my album being released, I was at the Hendersonville Walmart.
11:59, and we're gonna go buy the album, and I'm really excited.
And there were a bunch of people there, and we all just were so excited.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much.
And they were all buying the album, and I was buying the album.
We worked really hard on this.
Yep. Good job.
And it's real.
It's crazy to think that, you know, I have a CD out in all these stores, and that a bunch of people would show up and buy the album with me. It was a really fun experience. I won't forget it.
But I love you so much. Thank you for being here, for me buying my second CD. First midnight, I love you.
Now I finally am I'm not doing anything anymore. I'm on a plane. This day is over, and it has been the longest day ever. When the Fearless album came out, it sold 596,000 in the first week. And I was really happy about that. Considering the first record, I was like freaking out about selling 39,000 in the first week. Selling 596,000 in the first week was quite an improvement. A 1, 2. I was riding shotgun with my hair undone in the front seat of his car. He's got a one-hand feel on the steering wheel, the other on my heart. I look around, turn the radio down. He says, "Baby, is something wrong?" I say nothing. I was just thinking how we don't have a song. And he says, "Our song is the same as screen door, sneaking out, ain't tapping on your window. When we're on the phone and you talk real slow, 'cause it's late and your mama don't know. Our song is the way you left the first date, man, I didn't kiss her and I should have. And when I got for I said amen, asking God if we could play it again." I was walking up the front porch steps after everything that day. I'd gone all wrong, I'd been trampled on and lost and thrown away. Got to the hallway, well on my way to my left-hand bed. Almost didn't notice all the roses and the note that said, "Our song is the same as green doors, sneaking out, ain't tapping on your window. When we're on the phone and you talk real slow, 'cause it's late and your mama don't know. Our song is the way you left the first date, man, I didn't kiss her and I should have. And when I got for I said amen, asking God if we could play it again." Da-da-da-da. I could every album, listen to the radio, waiting for something to come along. It was as good as our song. Play it again, 'cause our song is the same as green doors, sneaking out, ain't tapping on his window. When we're on the phone and he talks real slow, 'cause it's late and his mama don't know. Our song is the way he left the first date, man, I didn't kiss him and I should have. And when I got
shotgun with my hair undone in the front seat of his car. I got the pen and an old napkin and I wrote down all